this. Hey, hey. This, like this. test. Hey, hey. Test, mic test. this.
There's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last.
Oh, look at that. Good afternoon, Cohort 31. Congratulations. Please be seated. So thank you all for those wonderful capstone poster presentations too this morning. That was awesome. So it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to Convocation for Rush University Masters of Science in Nursing Generalist Entry Master's Program. My name is Dr. Lynn Richter. I'm the Assistant Dean for the Generalist Education. Welcome to all the family and friends. Welcome to our graduates, all the attendees, faculty. I want to recognize a few people before we get started. Those attending via Zoom or live stream. And I want to pay a special shout out to Michelle Massenberger and Constance O'Neill. They didn't know I was going to do this. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them. So thank you. And to our IT, another special thank you for the music and all the IT support we get. Okay, so now I would like to just introduce you to some of our faculty and guests on the dais. Dr. Frank Hicks, Associate Dean for Academic Programs and Affairs. Dr. Michael Kremer, he's a professor, chairperson for Adult Health and Gerontological Nursing. And he is also a member of the Board of Directors of the Rush Presbyterian St. Luke's Nurses Alumni Association. Dr. Moore, right behind me. She's the Associate Professor and Chairperson for Women's, Children, and Family Nursing. And our guest speaker today is Dr. Molly Moran. And she is the Senior Director of Ambulatory Clinical Practice and Workforce Development with Rush University Medical Group. And on this side, we have our pinners voted by the students. Dr. Fred Brown, who is my right-hand man. I couldn't live without him, so thank you, Dr. Brown. Dr. Erica Schwellness. And Dr. Judy Fry, and Dr. Ramona Hunter is on her way. Don't panic. Nope. Is it working? Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, Dr. Ramona Hunter is on her way. So I just got that message. So again, congratulations. I can't get off the stage without saying a few words. Sorry. If you had me in the class, I know I taught arrhythmias to some of you. I just can't stop, right? That's just me. So I have to at least give some words of advice. Congratulations in my own way. So again, congratulations, you made it. We know it has not been easy. Today is a day you will always remember. So wherever you are, wherever you go, you can always stop and remember this day. Pause for a moment with mindful presence. Notice who's sitting next to you. Smell the air, sense the excitement, and embrace this moment. Look at the person next to you. Tell me that isn't a different look than day one. Okay. So remember the first day of orientation? You were given a lot of details of what was ahead for the next 2 years. You were also excited, nervous, forged ahead with ultimate determination. You mastered therapeutic communication, vital signs, and tried to figure out what the role of the nurse really is. You made it through patho, gathering the book of norms. Dr. Fry. Pharmacology, health assessment. You made it through unscathed, but exhausted. Oh, then second term hit. And that's where you started sharing moments of laughter and tears, probably a few more tears. Okay. You started gaining perspective on mental health, community, and public health care. You learned to find best practice, measures of outcome. You made it through to comprehensive management without too many arrhythmias. Few runs of ETAC, maybe, but that was it, right? So then you began having more laughs than tears. And now we were starting to notice we were having more conversations about professional development than points on a test. We were looking to the future. So you experienced over 1,000 clinical hours. That's amazing. Of practice in community, hospital, ambulatory sites under the guidance of our very talented clinical faculty and with the support of our wonderful NLL, which we couldn't probably make it through the program, right? Yeah, give them a round. Give them a round. There's Megan back there. So faculty today, finally today, we see the excitement and relief. I saw that this morning and I see it now with your sense of accomplishment. Today marks a transition point from student to graduate. The responsibilities are soon to multiply as you prepare for your first role in nursing. You have to put in the time and you have done the hard work and you've put in that time. So you're ready. Remember this quote from Aristotle, the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. And so now I'm going to leave you. Now I'd love to leave you with some final thoughts of my own. Some aren't really my own. They were probably professors I've had and mentors, but I'll put a little, I'll do the reference page, APA style, I promise. But first and foremost, understand and always remember why you went into nursing when times get tough, and believe me, they will. It will help keep you grounded. You need to have a passion, do what you love to do, and take your heart to work. Embrace opportunities and challenges. You can become the shaper of change. You can be the one who changes the face of nursing. Always do the right thing, especially when nobody is looking. Remember, life is never a straight line, and that's okay, but always have a vision of what you want to be. Always keep a sense of humor. You know, I love that. And always remember that every patient, every person that you care for is real. They are someone's mother or father, someone's husband or wife, someone's child, sister, brother, or friend. As nurses, we touch people's lives every day. You will touch lives in ways you will never know. And often they touch yours. And you will become better nurses for it. Thank you for allowing us to touch your lives in a positive way, hopefully positive. And most of all, thank you for touching our lives. We want to thank your families and friends for loaning them out to us for the last 2 years. And lastly, we are so proud to welcome all of you into the nursing profession and even more proud to call you our peers. I got that out of the way. You won't have to hear much from me anymore. Now I'm just going to announce people. Oh, and Dr. Ramona Hunter. There, she made it. Okay, so I'd like to take a moment before I hand the speaker off to, or the microphone off to the speakers, is to recognize several of you for additional accomplishments. So there is some additional information in your programs that these students are wearing cords, and you'll notice what the cords represent, different things. So if you are a new member of Sigma Theta Tau, please stand. Okay. If you are, you can stay standing. Let's just, let's just stand. If you're one of our scholars, either our public health scholars, gerontological and adult health, or women's and children and family nursing, please stand. And finally, our members of the Student Nurse Association, please stand and remain standing. So let's take a quick moment to recognize all of them. Okay, thank you. You can be seated now. So today's remarks for the graduating class, the cohort 31, will be shared by a very dear colleague, Dr. Molly Moran. Molly is currently Senior Director of Ambulatory Clinical Practice and Workforce Development with the Rush University Medical Group. She is a nurse leader with more than 15 years of experience specializing in clinical quality and education. She is passionate about empowering nurses to be at the forefront of healthcare and innovation. She is one of our greatest advocates for our students and always helps mentor them. And it is a pleasure to have Molly come and speak to you.
Thank you so much. So good afternoon, esteemed faculty, many of whom I've had the pleasure of being mentored by myself, and some of you who even took care of myself and my babies. Welcome to our honored guests, families, and most importantly, all of you, the graduating class of Rush University College of Nursing 2023. As we gather here today, I am humbled and honored to stand before you on this momentous occasion. This day marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. It's a day filled with many emotions, a blend of excitement, nostalgia, and perhaps a hint of uncertainty as you stand on the threshold of a new beginning and a new profession. You've not only achieved remarkable academic milestones, but you've also demonstrated resilience and adaptability in the face of unforeseen challenges. Your journey to this point has been marked likely by late night study sessions, countless cups of coffee in Starbucks downstairs, and the unwavering support of your loved ones. But today isn't just about receiving a diploma. It's about celebrating those moments of growth, the friendships that you've forged, and most importantly, the lessons that you've learned that you'll carry with you. It's about honoring where your journey began while looking forward to your career as a professional registered nurse. We were actually just talking about this. I remember my own graduation from nursing school. I remember the excitement of the day, applying for nursing jobs and making plans for what I knew hands down was going to be my career in emergency nursing. While I was busy making plans, I was also wrapping up my final semester of nursing school, and my last clinical rotation was pediatrics. A couple of weeks into that semester, my clinical instructor was checking in to see how things were going, and through the course of the conversation, she asked me where I saw myself working after graduation. And I excitedly replied that my plans were to work in the emergency room with a lifelong goal of doing ground and air transport for critically ill patients. She shared with me that while that is a great specialty, she felt as though maybe my passions, my interests, and personalities would be better suited elsewhere, somewhere like the pediatric ICU. I smiled and nodded, and I was agreeable because it was my clinical instructor when she recommended that I have a shadow experience in the pediatric ICU. And a few weeks later, I spent my clinical day down there, and I have to tell you, I absolutely loved it, but continued forward applying for jobs in the emergency room. So needless to say, I was rather excited when I was offered a new graduate position in an ED in downtown Milwaukee. And I have to say, I absolutely loved it. Nearly a year into my time in the ER, though, the team and I were having a particularly challenging evening, not just because of the volume of patients, but the acuity as well. And many of those up here will tell you those stories where they remember exactly where they were standing when something happened. And on this particular evening, I can tell you, I remember exactly where I was standing when a father came running in through triage holding his lifeless 2-day-old baby. So back then, and then wasn't actually all that long ago, It was not uncommon for infants to present to the emergency department between days 1 and 3 of life because they had a critical congenital heart defect that had not been diagnosed. It was so common, in fact, that we had very specific resuscitation and stabilization protocols in place just for these patients. We even ran drills. So utilizing these protocols, I remember our team quickly working to resuscitate the infant while we waited for the pediatric transport team to come and take them to the Children's Specialty Hospital. A few hours after we transferred the infant, yet another young pediatric patient came through our doors. Only this child was the victim of gun violence. The team jumped back into action, unfortunately knowing this scene and scenario all too well. Given the age and the critical nature of the injuries, we transferred that patient to the Children's Hospital also. Following that second event, our very experienced charge nurse came up to debrief with me, as she had done with others, just to see how we were doing and if we needed a break. She told me that she thought I had done a great job in each of those circumstances, but told me that she could see just by the look on my face that I wanted to be the one to take care of the child and not hand them off to the transport team. She also made it very clear that while she was in no way recommending I look for other jobs, she did ask me if I had ever considered working in pediatrics. So graduates, my first piece of advice is listen to the experienced nurses when they say that they see something in you, because they're probably right. So it should come as no surprise that a few months after that evening, I began working at Children's Hospital of Wisconsin in the pediatric cardiac ICU. One night when I was newly off orientation, I was assigned a patient who happened to come in during the day with an undiagnosed critical congenital heart defect. The infant was still critical but stable and preparing to go to surgery the next morning. In the early hours of that day, the chief of cardiology happened to be rounding, and while we were assessing the patient and going through the evening events, he shared how he wishes we could have done something to prevent yet another infant from going home. I shared with him, just out of nervousness and wanting something to talk about, how it was actually a very similar situation that led me to come apply here. So a few days later, the chief found me on the unit and asked if I wanted to be part of a work group that was trying to mandate pulse oximetry screening for early detection of critical congenital heart defects. I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into, but agreed to help. It took several years of testifying in front of the Wisconsin House of Representatives to finally get the Wisconsin Shine Project voted into law. But I'm proud to say that on July 3rd, 2014, that dream became a reality. Wisconsin was the third state to enact this type of legislation, and now 47 states have mandated pulse oximetry testing of neonates prior to discharge home after birth. If you walk into an emergency department today, you likely will not find a vial of prostaglandins in the Pyxis. You probably will ask what type of drills they run for infants who present with critical congenital heart defects that were undiagnosed, and they probably aren't running them. Graduates, you will be extended opportunities to participate in committees, on task forces, and present your findings at conferences. Take those opportunities. Not only is the development and sharing of knowledge core to the role of a professional nurse, but you never know when and how you will be part of something that changes the course of patient care forever. When I was a new graduate nurse, the average length of stay for a hospitalized person in America was 4.8 days. In 2002, the average length of stay was down to 3.1 days. Patients haven't become healthier during this time. On the contrary, more than 60% of Americans are said to be living with at least one preventable chronic condition. Our patients at baseline are sicker than ever. As a healthcare leader, I'm concerned, but as a nurse, I'm confident that it is our profession that will lead the change our patients so desperately need. We've done it before and we'll do it again. We often talk about Florence Nightingale, but forget that so many of the infection prevention practices that she developed during the Crimean War are what laid the foundation for infection prevention practices today. And for all of my OB friends, it was Jean Ward, a nurse, who found that sunlight was, at the time in the 1950s, a treatment for jaundice in infants when no one else was able to find a way to treat the disease. When COVID-19 started spreading, I witnessed firsthand how nurses, some of whom sat exactly where you're sitting now, were on the forefront of patient treatment when treatment options were not available. The landscape of healthcare continues to evolve rapidly. It's a world where technology and human touch converge, where data and empathy intersect, and where your expertise will be the catalyst for change. I feel this is especially true in ambulatory, although I might be a little bit biased. In my 5 years in ambulatory, I've seen the evolution of patient care, appointments that have moved from brick and mortar in-person only to telehealth visits, which include telephone triage, video visits, and on-demand care, utilizing artificial intelligence to better triage patients and point them to unlicensed versus licensed personnel. Care is expanding back into patient homes in new modalities. Rush has programs such as Rush at Home, which will send interprofessional teams into patient homes who have mobility limitations and otherwise can't receive preventative or oftentimes life-saving care. Recently, Rush was part of a remote patient monitoring trial in which patients are monitored via a smart blood pressure cuff that transmits vital signs to the electronic health record directly from a patient's home. This technology has allowed patients to receive early intervention of concerning trends, which has prevented visits to the emergency room, hospitalizations, and most importantly, improved patient outcomes. Central to this technology integration, though, was the nurse, utilizing their knowledge of disease process, pathophysiology, pharmacology, their understanding and application of technology, all while assessing a patient that they may have never physically seen before. This evolution of ambulatory has taken hold in just 5 short years, and I'm excited to see what it looks like in the next 5. Regardless of your chosen practice area, the future of nursing now includes you, and these changes are seeping into every facet of healthcare. It's a future that's brimming with possibilities, it's being shaped by innovation, and it's grounded in unwavering commitment to care. Each of you holds the power within you to transform healthcare and touch the lives of individuals, families, and communities in profound ways. So before I conclude, what I want to say is throughout your career, remember the lessons you learned within these walls, the importance of empathy, the significance of evidence-based practice, the impact of effective communication, and the value of lifelong learning. Hold fast to these principles, for they will be your compass as you navigate the complexities of the healthcare system and your chosen profession. Challenges will be plenty, but so are the opportunities. Embrace each obstacle as a chance to learn, to grow, and to innovate. And remember, the most significant breakthroughs often arise out of the most daunting of challenges. My wish for you is that you will step boldly into the forefront of healthcare, armed not just with your expertise, but also with an unwavering commitment to advocacy, innovation, and patient-centered care. The future of nursing awaits your brilliance, your passion, and your boundless potential. Congratulations.
That's okay. There we go. Thank you, Molly. That was very inspiring, very nice. Okay, so what would a convocation be? without a message from our Alumni Association. So Dr. Michael Kramer is going to give you that message.
Oh, you're kind. You're very kind. Because I know I'm standing between you and your pinning. Really enjoyed seeing some of your posters this morning. Strong work. Greetings and congratulations on your incredible achievement. I wanted to take a moment to celebrate your hard work, dedication, and the perseverance, because that's what it takes, right? To get to this point of the wonderful milestone you're experiencing today. I'm Mike Kremer. I'm a 1997 graduate of the PhD in Nursing Science program here in the College of Nursing. And you already heard this. I'm the interim chair of the Department of Adult Health and Gerontological Nursing in our College of Nursing. And as Dr. Richter said, here to welcome you to the Rush Presbyterian St. Luke's Nurses Alumni Association. The Rush Presbyterian St. Luke's Nurses Alumni Association has been active for 50 years this year, since 1973, 1 year after the Rush University College of Nursing opened. It's a non-dues paying organization, so there's something to be said for that, and one that's steeped in the tradition of longstanding nursing excellence here at Rush. This association represents more than 8,800 alumni from the College of Nursing and its 3 predecessor schools of nursing that date all the way back to 1883. The association's mission is to support the Rush University College of Nursing in preparing highly qualified, well-prepared nurses like yourselves, as well as promoting the college and its alumni as innovative leaders in nursing education, practice, research, and service. And Dr. Moran encapsulated so much of that in her presentation a few minutes ago. It was really inspiring. The association's board of directors supports its mission via programming, communications, and benefits under 3 strategic priorities: strengthening alumni pride, engaging current students, and supporting the college. As a proud graduate of the College of Nursing, there are numerous avenues to remain connected. You can expect a quarterly electronic newsletter that's titled News and Views. Anticipate the Rush University Alumni Magazine to offer insights into the university's progress, as well as sharing alumni stories. And I'm sure you will be contacted at various times for updates that can go into these vehicles. Consider joining the Rush Nursing Professional Network on LinkedIn. Feel free to show your support by engaging with the Rush University Alumni Facebook page, and you'll be extended invitations to an array of enriching, networking, and continuing education events. Your achievements are truly commendable and a milestone deserving of our admiration. We eagerly anticipate your presence at upcoming Rush events where we can continue to celebrate your accomplishments in person. Additionally, we hope you'll mark your calendar for RU Reconnect, a special event for recent alums taking place on Thursday, April 4. Stay tuned for more details in the coming year. Once again, congratulations on this significant achievement, and here's to an even brighter future ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Kramer. And now, Dr. Tristan Banks. She is the faculty rep for SNA.
Thank you. All right, congratulations, Cohort 31. I remember y'all from term 1. Y'all were babies then, and look at y'all now, so congratulations. So I am here as the faculty advisor for the Student Nurses Association to provide you with the Student Nurses Association Award to a member of your cohort. So this award, I'm sure you all filled out an application to be that recipient. And it was voted on by the board. They selected a student based off of your responses to that statement that you wrote that exhibited exceptional nursing values. And the winner of that SNA award is Bryn Johnson.
Thank you, Dr. Banks. So each class gets the chance to select a class speaker. And someone who can capture the essence of the cohort. I'm not sure that can happen with this cohort. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. This cohort has selected Greg Nykamp. Greg, come on up.
Good afternoon, faculty, proud family members, and friends. Thank you for taking the time to come and celebrate the Cohort 31 nursing graduates of Rush University. My name is Greg Nykamp, and I'm very honored to have been chosen to address the amazing group of new nurses in front of me. When first asked to write this speech, I had no idea what I wanted to say or what to focus on. A little backstory about myself who don't know me. I'm generally known for being boisterous and very talkative, but a public speaker I do not pretend to be. But if my time studying here has taught me anything, it's that pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone is where the most growth happens. I'm going to try to keep this short and hopefully sweet as we focus on celebrating this rigorous journey of hard work, dedication, laughter, and perhaps a few tears here and there. Completing a nursing program is no easy task. It's a journey filled with long nights studying, remembering that potassium should be within 3.5 to 5, and other things considered normal. Hands-on clinical experience and countless memories of self-discovery and reflection. And of course, safety first. That's right after breathing. We as a cohort had to learn to adapt to our circumstances when we started. We were unsure if we were going to be in person or virtual because of, to quote Dr. Hunter, that darn COVID. We as a cohort had to learn how to roll with the changes that came with coming back in person, going back into the hospitals, and then eventually going maskless. And I'm sure this learned flexibility won't at all be applicable in our careers as nurses. As we have learned from our faculty and nurses who we have worked with, it takes a lot to be a nurse. It's more than a job. It's about making a difference in the lives of others, often at their most vulnerable moments. By graduating, we dedicate ourselves to answering that call. During our time in this program, we have not only learned the intricacies of medical science, but also honed the art of compassionate care. We have learned how to treat more than the illness, addressing personal needs of the patient and their families as well. Through this program, we have survived the tests of pharmacology and pathophys with Dr. Judy Fry. We have learned the art of placing a Foley catheter. We studied the complexities of EKG strips and to learn to never shock asystole. We pushed through the difficulties of our exams and clinicals that felt like they would break us. I would be remiss to ignore the personal impact of the program, creating professional bonds and lifelong friendships. Friends without whom we don't know how we would have made it through the program, and now we can't imagine our lives missing these people. Personally, without those game nights, Friendsgivings, the wine nights, and study sessions, I would not have graduated. It paid off. As we step into the world as a nurse, yes, that is us. Remember the impact you are going to have on the lives of others, but remember to reflect on the impact it may have on yourself. In the challenging times, remember what brought you to this career, the desire to make a difference. As healthcare landscape evolves, we will be at the forefront of this evolution. Continue to advocate for your patients, for your profession, and for yourself, and be the change you want to see in the world. To the family and friends here, thank you for your unwavering support you've provided us. Your encouragement, understanding, and patience have held us up these past 2 years. Today, we celebrate not just the graduates, but everyone who has been a part of this journey. In closing, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of my peers. It has been a pleasure getting to know all of you over these 2 years. May each of your careers bring you fulfillment. The world is in need of caring, skilled, and compassionate nurses, and today it gains an amazing group of individuals ready to make a change. Congratulations, Cohort 31. Somehow we did it.
That was awesome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Greg. That was awesome. Very nice message. So now, for the moment you've been waiting for. It's the pinning ceremony. The pinning ceremony is a tradition that symbolizes the completion of the educational requirement and marks the entry into the profession. Today, you have chosen Dr. Erica Schwellnus, Dr. Judy Fry, Dr. Fred Brown, and Dr. Ramona Hunter. Our graduates' names will be read by Dr. Frank Hicks, our Associate Dean for Academic Program Affairs. And so right before he starts announcing names, he would like to give a message to all of our graduates as well.
Cohort 31, congrats. Are you happy? I bet your parents are happy too, right? And your loved ones? Are you guys happy back there? Would you all like to stand up and show your gratitude to your family and friends? Thank you. So I'm here for two reasons. The first reason is on behalf of the dean and faculty and staff who could not be here today. They wanted me to express congratulations to you. They wanted me to express how proud we are of you and that you have completed your nursing program. But they also wanted me to express to you our gratitude for choosing Rush. You are soon to become, in a matter of minutes here, you're going to become a member of the Rush University family. And we can't be more, we couldn't be more happy. So when you all are always welcome back at the College of Nursing. Come back and visit us, drop us emails, let us know how things are going. We want to know about you. And so, and when you are ready to come back to get your doctoral degree, and you know you want to, you're always welcome to come back here and do that here at Rush. The second reason I'm up here is probably the more fun, and that is I get to read your names, which for me is a great honor. At my core, I'm a teacher. I love teaching. Well, in my position, I teach one course a term now, and that's for the one course a year, and that's for the PhD students, because everything else I do is all administration. So I miss being with the students. I particularly miss being with licensure students. So being part of the ceremony is really a big thrill for me. I have a particular affinity of the GEM program because I was the guy, along with that quartet over there and that lady right there, that started the GEM program. So I remember that very clearly. That was 2010, 8, 10, something. Yeah, see, when you get old, you feel like it all schmoozes together, you know. That's right. Yeah. I think we probably, the first cohort graduated in 10. Yeah, you were in on it too. Yeah, right. Yeah. So, yeah. So, was there anyone over there? Dr. Rousseau, Dr. Schaefer, or soon to be Dr. Schaefer. Yeah, Kathy was here, but she didn't have, you weren't in the GEM program at that point in time, were you? Right. So, all right. So anyway, where was I going with that? So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share this with you. And so, ready to go. You ready to go? All right. And I will apologize now. I've practiced these like 1,200 times. I'm sure I'll screw something up. Please forgive me. It's not intentional.
You should take that mic with you. Or no, you're going to stay here, right?
Yeah. Where do you
Then
want?
just say, let's begin the pinning.
Let's begin the pinning. Is it working? There it is. Okay. Tarek Abushanlantha. All right. Oh. Okay, Gabriela Amador. Amy Angarita Rodriguez. Alejandra Anguiano Lopez. Jesse Armendariz. Amanda Ayers. Raleigh Berry. Emma Bignall. Jill Brack. Jacqueline Calderon. Catherine Kyoto. Sarong Chong. Adria Coffer. Ariana Cohen. Samantha Cudelor, I'm sorry. Nirmala Danielle. Sasha De La Cruz. Sarah Lynn Delk. Tartio Faroud. Sean Neil Fernandez. Arzali Aranza Flores de los Santos. Ariel Forbes. William Gann. Anna Gorfin. Samantha Gray. Alexis Guzman. Gina Hoff. Angela Hu. Bryn Johnson. Brooke Kucheras. Kevinique Rayshawn Leftridge. Alessandra Grace Legaspi. Zhao Ying Lei. Nora Lubitsch. Shweta Manoharan. Amber Matthews. Aaron McGovern. Avery Medina. Thalias Miniotis. Tam Nguyen. Gregory Nykamp. Ryan Nolan. And now Gregory Nykamp. See how adaptable and flexible they've become already? Molly O'Donoghue. Lisbeth Perez. Min Fung. Jocelyn Pintado. Catherine Qualley. Greta Ramsey. Alaya Randall. Aliyah. Benjamin Reynaldo. Umna Shaid. Stua Siddiqui. Gina Smith. What's that? Did I miss someone? Who did I miss? Who? Gina? No, Conrad Shirley. I think he's gone. And then Gina Smith, right? Jillian Snow. Mia Sturchley. Jessica Swell. Ariel Tantoko. Brianna Tate. Anisha Thaipen. Nefa Tanibar. Chris Tone. B. Tran. Yamilet Villegas. Kylo Watson. Haley Weiner. Stua Yoon. And Bonnie Zeller. Congratulations, cohort 31. And brand new nurses.
Thank you. Thank you. Usually at this point, we say, let's give a round of applause for our students, but man, there was a lot of rounds of applause. But let's give one more. And all right. And any faculty that's in the room, please stand up and let's give them a round of applause. Okay, so our graduates have given something back to you, and we have assembled some of their fondest memories and would like to share them with you now. So take a look at the screen.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Hear me. That's how loud my voice is. So thank you for joining us. Cohort 31, you've done an exceptional job. Take the next few days to reflect on your journey and to celebrate all your accomplishments. Thank you all for coming, and please have a safe, wonderful evening. Please stay seated while the students process out.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time, yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright.